Venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Now, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Wilson. Complete to Washington. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw again is Wilson. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession. And,
Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing is Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, here's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust to the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
43. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. There's Wilson to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They give it to Williams, running right. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. A big play there for KC. 61 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw again on second down. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball, grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Ridley! Attack! 15! Yellow!
Now here's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DJ Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Now Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, hold.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about that. And, my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson. And now here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they will only muster a yard here into the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. "38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mahomes going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense.
I am harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it,
choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
Let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time
continue ahead.
Whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to